Magandang umaga. Isunod naman natin ang debate sa gitna ni Marcoleta at saka ni Senator Soto. Ito yung unang araw ng mga debate ni Marcoleta bilang isang senador. Kasi dati ano lang siya sa Congress Ngayon ito sa bilang kapitapitagang senador galing sa Tarlac at saka Rizal. Ito, pakinggan natin yung kanilang debate. Okay? Saka na tayo mag-comment. Kung ano man ang kanilang, kung sino man nanalo, saka na tayo magko-comment. Ayan.
With a few questions, I will be gladly accepting his favor. And if the Senate President will allow me, after a few questions, I will make my own manifestation to that effect.
The gentleman may proceed. Should Senator Marcoleta so allow it?
Yes, Mr. President.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you. So, listening to the privileged speech of the distinguished gentleman from Tarlac, the basis of your motion to dismiss is the Supreme Court's decision, which is now pending appeal by virtue of the MR or the motion for reconsideration filed last Monday by the House of Representatives. Is it not, Your Honor?
The question whether is it
Yes, your
subject
basis
to
for your motion to dismiss is based on the Supreme Court decision that the so-called impeachment is unconstitutional, based on their decision.
yes, Mr. President, Your Honor. That's very, very clear and categorical.
Correct. The Supreme Court decision, Mr. President, although immediately executory, is not yet final, thus appealable. Ngayon, naka-apela na. Marami nagtatanong, kung naka-apela na, ba't tayo nagmamadali na i-dismiss ito sa atin? So may I ask the gentleman, what will happen if we prematurely dismiss the case and the Supreme Court subsequently grants the MR and reverses its own decision?
The question, Mr. President, is speculative.
Yes. Yes. Well, may I have a speculative answer, Mr. President?
Mahilig kasi kayo magtanong na, kunwari, ganito, dapat straightforward. Magsalita na, magtanong na kayo kung anong ano bang detalye na nangyari na totoo. Yan ang gusto ni Marcoleta.
We cannot speculate. We can only guess, second guess.
Second
Because
point.
on the basis of our experience as a practicing lawyer, Mr. President, ito pong ganitong klaseng desisyon, talaga pong wala na pong kaduda-duda na kahit po mag-file pa tayo ng motion for reconsideration. We are hoping against hope. It is as if we are wishing for the moon. Palagay nyo lang po merong isa na nag-reverse. Hindi rin po ma-overturn Kasi po ang kailangan po ninyo ay 8 ang mag-reverse. Sa inaakala po ba ninyo, meron kayong makukuhang 8 na pumirma doon sa unanimous decision na babaligtarin po nila yung kanyang sarili. Kaya napakahirap pong mag-speculate, Mr. President.
I will accept the answer of the gentleman, but I have done my research, Mr. President.
Naka 2 points na si Marcoleta kay Soto
And to remind everyone, the reversal of the Supreme Court's own decision is not impossible, even in landmark cases. In the case of Labugal, Bilaan Tribal Association Incorporated.
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, yung reversal na from unanimous, 1%, mas mababa pa sa 1%, for every 1,000 case, maaaring may isa na mag-reverse.
Versus Victor Ramos, GR number 127882, December 1st, 2004. questioning the constitutionality of Republic Act 7942 or the mining law, the Philippine mining law. The Supreme Court granted the MR, reversing and setting aside its earlier ruling. And also, Mr. President, just a few days ago, the Supreme Court reversed its own ruling on the definition of a stockholder. This is the case of Lily Lopez versus Lolito Lopez with GR numbers 25497-957-58. So may kasabihan po tayo, ang tumatakbo ng matulin, kung matinik ay malalim. Kaya dapat siguro pag-isipan muna natin kung tama ba na bago magdesisyon ang Supreme Court, basta ibasura na natin ang kaso na ito.
Unang-una,
Ayan, plangka na naman. 3 points na naman si Marcolita. Pakinggan nyo.
po, Mr. President, gusto kong malaman, yung po bang mga kasong sinabi nyo, unanimous decisions po ba lahat?
I am not sure about that. But one thing I can say is that if there is a mistake, a unanimous decision could become a unanimous mistake.
Wala pa pong nangyaring gano'n, Mr. President. At saka po tayo, pag nananakbo, ako po ay nakasapatos at saka sa kalsada kaya hindi po ako matitinik.
3
Well,
points.
Mr. President, there's always a first time. Regardless of whether it's unanimous or not, unanimous decision does not bar an appeal or a reversal, Mr. President. That
Hindi
is
appeal
one
tawag
thing
doon.
for sure.
Motion for reconsideration.
Secondly, where is the ball, Mr. President? Or meaning the impeachment case itself? Is it in the Senate or in the impeachment court? Didn't the impeachment court throw it back, remanded, returned to the House of Representatives? So what are we dismissing in the Senate kung wala sa atin ang kaso? Can we continue hearing the case and dismissing it without the impeachment case in our hands? Can we throw the ball out when the ball is not in our possession? Siguro naman dapat magkaroon tayo ng tinatawag nating sense of proper sequencing of moves. Nasaan po ba yung impeachment case?
Mr. President, kanina po sa aking clarificatory statement, ang sabi ko nga po, yung ginawa pong initial proceedings noong 19th Congress Senate, yun po ay nangyari sa panahon po ng 19th Congress at lahat po yun ay naisantabi lahat sapagkat natapos nga po ang termino ng 19th Congress on June 30, 2024. Kaya po natin sinasabi, Mr. President, na dinidismiss na po natin ngayon sapagkat tayo po ang nasa lugar na sinasabihan ng Korte Suprema nung sabihin niyang ito ay immediately executory. Sino pong mag-i-execute nun? Hindi naman po i-execute yun ng House of Representatives. Maliwanag naman po na tayo lamang ang tinakdaan ng kataas-tahasang hukuman na gumawa ng paraan para isantabi na po ang usaping ito sapagkat napagtibay nga nila na ito'y unconstitutional, void ab initio, at wala na po tayong jurisdiction para dito.
Thank you, Mr. President. Your Honor, thank you. But as I said earlier, not because it is immediate and executory does not mean it's not appealable. Now, to continue, Mr. President, I hope you don't mind. I will be posing a question, but then I will be doing a manifestation based on this question that I will be posing. So I'm certain that the gentleman from Canaldac has read the 97 pages ruling of the Supreme Court to come up with this motion. So the question is, must we agree on the statement of the decision of the Supreme Court on page 3, page 56, as basis that the one-year ban has set in? With that question, allow me to proceed with my manifestation with your permission, Mr. President. For the benefit of our
Parang hapo
colleagues,
na si Tito
my
Soto.
colleagues,
Matanda na talaga.
the last paragraph of page 3 states that, quote, since the 19th Congress terminated, the 3 impeachment complaints became enacted upon, end of quote. Again, this was reiterated in page 56, second paragraph of Roman numeral 5. It says, quote, the House of Representatives, however, was unable to act on the first 3 impeachment complaints because of the adjournment of the 19th Congress. To continue, for constitutional purposes, the first 3 complaints were effectively dismissed. In both instances, Mr. President, the Supreme Court was referring to the February 5, 2025 adjournment. But they have, erroneously believed that the said adjournment is the same adjournment with the sine die adjournment that ends a Congress. It is not. February 5 did not terminate the 19th Congress as stated in the decision. The sine die adjournment of the 19th Congress was on June 13, 2025, wherein the last session day was last June 11. Mr. President, and for the information of the public, there is a world of difference between adjournment versus adjournment sine die. Sa atin, pag nag-adjourn tayo for the Christmas break, nag-adjourn for the Easter break, nag-adjourn for the election period, nothing dies. The treaties, bills, resolutions, anything filed continues. It is never archived. Well, perhaps the lawyers of the ponentes did not realize that, or they were not familiar with the rules of Congress. As I said, this is a world of difference. Now, this is a transcendental case. Ang laking constitutional issue.
Hey,
Wala man lang oral arguments, or at the very least, a consultation with some members of Congress or members of the bar na nakakaintindi ng rules ng Congress regarding the procedure. In that matter alone, Mr. President, kasabihan ninyo mga lawyer, falsus omnibus, falsus unos, falsus omnibus.
falsos in onos, falsos in omnibus. May in.
Mistake in one, mistake in all. In that manner, they wouldn't have decided based on their unfamiliarity with the legislative process. May mali agad eh. Pati ba legislative rules natin gusto nilang palitan? Ganun ba yun? Maybe not everyone may.
Ang babaw kasi ng isip ninyo. Hindi nyo naintindihan ang nabasa mo ang decision ng Supreme Court pero hindi mo pala naintindihan. Iba pa kaintindi mo.
May appreciate the importance of the legislative calendar of Congress. But us, it is a big deal. That's why I'm stressing this point. Concurrent joint resolution pa nga when we approve this calendar, only to be misinterpreted and used erroneously in this case. Nag-adjourn daw yung 19th Congress.
Okay, too much ado about nothing. Yan ang nangyari sa iyo, Tito Soto.
Kaya na-archive lahat.
Haba ng kwento mo ah.
Now,
Naka 3 minuto ka na.
may kinopya lang, kopya, mga lipa. Sabi nga kanina ng ating distinguished gentleman from Tarlac, hilaw. Hilaw yung complaint. Hilaw din yung decision. In addition to this factual error, Mr. President,
O factual error ba yan?
it can be seen in the website of the House of Representatives that the 3 impeachment complaints were referred to the Committee on Rules and were consigned to the archive.
Ano yan? Pandaraya na yan. Committee on Rules, pandaraya. Walang nangyari ganun, Tito Soto.
On February 6, not February 5,
Oh,
as claimed in page 78
di mas lalo nagka-windang-windang. Mas lalo
of the
nagka-windang-windang.
decision. Nag-housekeeping lang ang House. Kaya in-archive. Hindi to end the Congress.
Babalik pa rin yan, Soto. Wala sa ating konstitusyon na nagsasabi na pwede nila i-archive. Ang dahilan ng Supreme Court na bakit sinabi nila na dinismiss na kasi in-archive. At pag in-archive, ang intention ay wala nang balak gagawin. Wala nang balak i-refer yan. Kaya hindi na mahalaga kung February 5 ang adjournment na tinutukoy ng Supreme Court o yung June 13. Hindi na mahalaga yon. What is important is right there and then tinapos nila, terminate ng mga kakampi mo ang pag-archive. Nag-motion si Manix Dalipe. Tapos inaprubahan naman ni Tambaloslos. In-archive na kagad. Wala na. Kahit na maaga pa. Actually, wala pa nga sa order of business. Diyan pa lang, tapos na kayo.
This archiving were not the results of the ending of the 19th Congress, but because of the fact that the 4th complaint were already filed and transmitted to the Senate.
Yan ang mali sa'yo. Bakit mo pagbibigyan yan? Sinasabi po ng Constitution, with due respect to you, Senator Otit, sinabi ng Supreme Court, wala kayong kapangyarihan na magdesisyon na unahin yung pang-apat. Ang dapat sinunod nyo kung alin ang naunang reklamo, yun ang unahin nyo bigyan na tensyon. Ang ginawa nyo ng pandaraya, inuna nyo yung pang-apat. May maitim kayong balak. Ganun lang po kasimple yan.
Dito pa lang, Mr. President, pilit na patunayan na barred ang 4th complaint.
Wala ka talaga, hindi mo talaga naintindihan, Tito Soto. Why is it that ang tanda na, puti ng buhok mo, ako walang buhok. Pero hindi mo alam ang nangyayari.
Kapag ayaw, may dahilan. Kapag gusto, may paraan. Now,
Sino
to
ba
continue, Mr. President,
gumagawa ng
and
paraan?
this is
Sino ba gumagawa ng paraan? Di ba mga congressman?
very much related.
Ang haba naman ng diskurso mo.
The Supreme Court, by the way, if it is wrong, if the complaint done by the House of Representatives was wrong, we cannot correct a wrong with another wrong. The Supreme Court essentially amended the Constitution by removing the
Babaw ng
third mode
argumento.
of filing of impeachment complaint. This third and speedy mode was enshrined there for a reason. In times that there is an urgent need to impeach a person who is influential and powerful and may use his position to evade the law, the third mode, which is the fastest way, was provided in the Constitution.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask the authors of this provision in the Constitution? The constitutionalists or CONCON delegates Munsud, Atscuna, Sarmiento. So, Mr. President,
Mali ka pa rin, Tito.
continuing, if the Supreme Court is now changing the meaning of initiating, then at the very least, please apply it prospectively.
Wala, mali-mali ka. Pakinggan mo na. Tapos mo
However,
ka.
they are applying this new ruling retroactively, which is a violation of the doctrine of operative facts. Kung ganito kanilang kagustuhan, at susundin natin basta-basta, apektado din dito yung nakaraang impeachment, the impeachment proceedings. In the words of retired Supreme Court Senior Justice Antonio Carpio, I quote, "The said Supreme Court decision practically voided
Ha!
the impeachment proceedings against former President Joseph Estrada and former Chief Justice Renato Corona." Pag gusto talaga, may paraan. Pag ayaw, may dahilan.
Ayun, sa Kongreso.
Pero wag naman sana pati sa mga ganitong bagay that will ultimately affect future impeachment and legislative rules and proceedings. Sa atin yun eh.
Yan ang problema kapag yung mga senador nyo hindi abogado. Hindi nakakaintindi.
I've read that the basis for the retroactive application of the new definitions because the Senate now has not acquired jurisdiction yet. Mr. President, ano tawag natin doon sa nag-constitute kayo as an impeachment court? Nag-robe pa kayo. You even sent out summons. Ano yun? June 9, the Senate President took his oath. June 10, nag-convene ang impeachment court. Niremand to the House of Representatives. Tapos yung issue of the summons to the defense. Ano po tawag doon? Hindi nag-convene? Baka hindi nabalitaan ng
Ang
Supreme
haba
Court
naman kwento mo.
na hindi nag-convene. Kaya naisabi nila yan. So, now, just an observation. I will try to shorten this, Mr. President. Just an observation, Mr. President. Well, not only myself, but several lawyers mentioned this to me, including my godson, former Senate President Aquilino Pimentel III. Naguluhan sila sa pagkakasulat ng desisyon. It is incoherent and some parts are off topic, sabi nila. Para bang pinagtagpi-tagpi. Basahin niyo mabuti. Uli, ang dami, gagaling ng mga abogado rito. Basahin niyo. It even quoted the entire Article 11 of the Constitution not only once, but twice. It seems there were two ponentes. Parang dalawa author dito. Well, that is there in my observations. Just an observation. So, Mr. President, the personalities in this present impeachment case is of no moment to me. The Vice President is a friend of mine. The former President, President Duterte, has been my friend since 1988. Everybody knows that. What I'm pointing out is the danger of outright dismissing the impeachment proceedings by virtue of a decision that is not yet final and still pending appeal.
Ang haba naman ng kwento mo.
Justice Leoden himself said, Mr. President, I quote, "The Supreme Court is not perfect. Citizens and academics certainly have the right to call attention to the fallibility of the courts." Tama po yun. There is no perfect institution.
Naghapo ka.
Even Supreme Court ka, pwede mag-commit ng grave abuse of discretion or culpable violation of the Constitution. A case decided unanimously does not mean that it is infallible. For all we know, it is a unanimous mistake. That again can be corrected by setting aside and reversing prior pronouncements. Again, they have filed, the HRP has the Office of the Solicitor General has filed the MR last Monday. So, in this regard, we shall wait for the resolution of the MR. Please, let us allow and give chance to the Supreme Court to rectify its decision, which
Tama po ang
contains
Supreme
clear
Court.
and
Pasensya ka na,
blatant
Tito Soto.
errors. For their sake and for the sake of future proceedings, let us not dismiss forthwith.
Haba.
And in that light, considering the motion of the gentleman to motion to dismiss, I move to table the motion to dismiss. A motion to table has a higher precedence than a motion to dismiss. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, may I have a quick reaction to the manifestation of the gentleman?
The gentleman may do so if he so desires.
Mr. President, in the answer of the Solicitor General in behalf of the House of Representatives, there was already a categorical admission that the three initial complaints prior to the fourth one were dismissed because they were all archived. As I have said, archiving is not part of the rules of impeachment of the House of Representatives, but they just did it. Palusot lamang po yun, Mr. President. Paano mo i-archive nang hindi mo susundin yung tatlong steps na sinasabi ng sarili nilang tuntunin? These are not baby steps. These are constitutional steps. At kanina po ipinakita yung slides na yung inclusion in the 10th session day is constitutional. The
11 na nga
referral
eh.
to an appropriate committee is constitutional. There was no referral to any committee. Ang ginawa po nila, tinransmit nila sa Senate
Yung pangapat,
without requiring themselves to observe
the due process.
another provision of their own rules. This is to refer to the Justice Committee, where the Vice President might probably be given at least a modicum of right to defend themselves. That is what we call due process. Wala po eh. Inakala po nila na kapag may 1/3 na or more, ay pwede na nilang huwag gamitin yung Section 2 ng kanilang rules. Hindi po nakalagay yun eh. So hindi na po kailangan na i-distinguish pa natin yung adjournment and sine die adjournment.
O, hindi
Kasi
na
inadmit
kailangan.
na rin po na in-archive nila kahit na wala po sa tuntunin. Kanina sa manifestation, tinanong din po. Kung wala tayong jurisdiction, paano yung unang initial proceedings? Pwede po yung initial proceedings ninyo will be considered
Lagi gusto ng punto, natumba na yung reklamo ni Tito Soto na nang sinabi daw ng Supreme Court na sinidi ay yung February 5. Ang puntos ni Tito Soto, wala pa po kasi June 13 pang sinidi. Hindi na po importante yan si Tito Soto kasi in-archive inamin din ng OSG, na abogado ng House of Representatives. Okay? So wala rin ang puntos mo.
under the doctrine of operative facts. Hindi pa po na-declare na wala pang jurisdiction ang Senate at that time. Ngayon lang po nangyari. Kaya po yung ginawa ng Senate of the 19th Congress, tama pa rin po eh. Wala pa pong declaration noon.
Doctrine
Kaya lang,
of
ang kagaya
operative
po ng
fact.
aking clarification na sinabi, all these initial proceedings conducted in the Senate of the 19th Congress were not officially transmitted to the 20th Congress, where I myself belong, a Congress of different composition. So yun po ngayon, naharap tayo ngayon sa issue na talagang tayo lamang po ang gagawa because there is no other agency of government that will execute that decision of the Supreme Court. Only the Senate. So may I go back to the first question, to the original motion, Mr. President.
Mr. President, if I may.
Majority Floor Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. With the indulgence of my colleagues, Mr. President, our Senate Minority Leader, Senator Soto, and first movement of the motion, Mr. President, Senator Marcoleta, may I respectfully appeal, Mr. President, of our, and remind, Mr. President, our colleagues of our concurrence during our caucus held last week.
Sige. Anyway, hanggang dyan na lang tayo. At least nakita natin yung pinagtatalunan yung tungkol sa June Sinigi at saka yung mga pag na tumakbo ka, pag matinik kay malalim. So, ayan lang muna tayo, ha? Yan ang pag-usapan natin. Sumobra ng talino ni Tito Soto. Mababaw sa totoo lang, ha? Ang aking patas na paningin kay Tito Soto, mababaw siya. Ang mga argumento niya mababaw. So anyway, be that as it may, pagbigyan natin. Okay, magtatawag lang ako, ha? Si Oragon na pinagpala. Wow, Bicolano na pinagpala, ha? Of course, we will be defeated. He will be defeated. He is from Bulagaan University only. I mean, Soto. Solihod, Parson, for the spirit of fairness, they should hold bicameral oral arguments and let the Supreme Court decide the outcome of the impeachment case. Bago yan, bagong suggestion, bicameral debate. Ginaline Isaac. Tapos, Dennis Mercader. Saan ka ba? Malayo si Soto laban kay Marcoleta. Ang tagal niyang maging senatong, pero malabnaw ang natutunan kung nag-aral siya ng law. Master na siya kasi ang tagal niya naging senatong. Ang kurso niya, BS It Bulaga eh. So, Arnold Ogis at si Marca Beta, gaya mo rin, DDS. Ay, wala problema. Bakit mas maganda pang DDS kasi yung tambaluslo sa tambis na nagnanakaw ng pera. Big time kung magnakaw. Ginaline Isaac, puro sila may binabasa di tulad ni Senator Marcoleta, alam lahat. Ay, mga matalino kasi si Marcoleta. Edgar Cuyugan, from Makabayan to Maka Duterte, nakakalungkot. Hindi po ako Maka Duterte, Edgar Cuyugan, makabatas lang po ako. Tagkataon ng batas ay kampi kay Duterte. That's why. Bakit ako kakampi kay Tambaluslos? Bakit ko awayin si Duterte? Ang batas para sa kanya. Bakit ko awayin si Sara? Ang batas para sa kanya. Ganun lang po kasimple. Ibuksan niyo naman inyong mata. Hindi kayo tumingin sa tao. Kailangan ipaglaban natin ng batas. Ang batas ay batas. Duralex! Sedlex! Ganun lang po kasimple. The law may be harsh, but it is the law. Noel Perez. Kasi kaya natin to baliktad. Sir, tingin ko tulad ng marami kung nabasa, partida. Okay? Nangangapa si Itbulaga. Laban sa isang Marcoleta. Okay, Marilyn Bondok, Ingi Everlingaw, bangayan lang sa politika, palitan sa mga ganyang mga senador. Kailangan na tao makadeliver kayo. Okay, dapat trabaho, hindi gawa-gawa. Si Hasburn, basta sa school bukol. School bukol siya nag-aral. So, binoto ko pa naman si Soto. Okay. Wala. Lex 11. Sumobra talino ni Toto Soto. Mas marunong pa sa mga taga-Supreme Court. Ivan Mark, talagang talo naman si Soto sa debate. Sabi ni Insurrecto, talo daw si Marcoleta. Mas tama si Marcoleta, mas tama. Jose Fermin Gamoyaw, Maleza. Sani asignasyon, basta may korupsyon, maraming maghirap. Yan ang itanim ninyo ni Toto sa mga kukot ninyo. Okay? Kailangan mag-relax si Tito Soto, bigyan ng Pepsi. Naalata ko parang naghapong-hapo siya. Naalarma ako doon. BBS Las Vegas, si Miss Tapia ang maestra ni Soto sa One Ball University. Silang mga Escalera Brothers. So, yan lamang po. Okay? Mamaya naman tayo mag-live.